So yesterday, I watched a filmographic film, an experience, if you will, called The Dark Crystal. Now, first of all, I would like to say I've never seen this movie. It is a Jim Henson film. It is very good. It is very good. Like, I was blown the fuck away by the practical effects and the puppets and all of that stuff. Blown the fuck away. Also, I will be joining a panel to discuss this movie on a podcast. I believe it's called Movie Night Extra. So I will link it on Twitter for you to see that. But I'm just going to give you a little teaser for now because, that way I can also monetize it on my channel. This movie, great. I mean, it was great. It was really good. It was great. So, basically the plot is about, there's, beings that were split into halves, right? So, when one dies, the other one, the corresponding half dies, right? And there's, an evil race, and there's, a good race. And the Dark Crystal is what separated them, and it's also what combines them again. And then there's, another race of, humanoid creatures, where the main character is a humanoid creature called, a Gefling. And so the whole plot of the movie is they're trying to reunite the crystal, so that the Dark Crystal even, so that the races, the good and evil races can become one again and become highly intelligent creatures. I'd never seen this movie. When my Jim Henson experience is mostly relegated to the Muppets. I'm not a huge Sesame Street person. I do love the Hoobs. But I'm not really into the, I haven't been historically throughout my life into the non-Muppet related Jim Henson stuff. But I would like to get more into it. And this movie was, again, it was very, 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 very good. The practical effects were incredible, especially the room with, the solar system where the suns are supposed to, the three suns, converge or whatever. And that's, the kind of, it was great. I mean, the movie was great. But, that whole, diorama or whatever it is of the solar system that was moving in the background independently while, there were battle scenes going on. Again, the movie was incredible. I really appreciate practical effects in movies. I know a lot of movies now just use CG. I mean, CG is fun. It's better for construction. You can do more with it for sure. But I love practical effects. I love the idea that what is captured on screen that was a point in time. I love the idea that a camera rolls and what's happening on screen was something that existed in the world at one time. Whereas CG is the camera rolls and then it's just people doing this. And then in the final product, there's actual big monsters and creatures. But in the real world, there are just people doing this, fighting the creatures, pretending. I prefer practical effects. That's my huge thing. And this movie was fucking amazing. When it comes to practical effects. Now, again, it was made in 1982, right? So, or rather, it was released in 1982. But still, I love practical. I just love it from an effort standpoint, from an art standpoint. I feel the artistry of creating these the worlds that they show in this movie are amazing. The swamps, the forests, right? The caves, the fucking castle. The worlds are amazing. They look beautiful. And then you can, one of my favorite parts is you can see rats, crawling around the floors in the background. But they're puppet rats. They're actual props. They're not real rats. They're actual props, and someone was probably with a stick under the floor, going like this or whatever on it. And it's just the thinking about that, the choreography required for everything to sync up, it's just amazing. I love this movie. And so I'm going to be reviewing this movie with, let me get you the tweet here. Let me get you the tweet, so just bear with me here. Bear the fuck with me. Bear the fuck with me. Getting you the tweet. I'm going to be on a panel with some folks discussing this film. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. 8 p.m. I'm scrolling and I'm trying to find this. Here it is. 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I will be doing this with Christina and Ravana and also Forrest, always Flacco, will be doing this on the Movie Night Extravaganza podcast, and we'll be talking about this movie. I don't know what we're going to talk about for 2 hours, but that's going to be a thing that's happening. And so if you want to watch a more in-depth conversation about the movie, this movie, you can do so at 8 p.m. And I will link that on Twitter. So there you go, folks.